Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Our focus this morning has been on local business owners who are busy making a difference in our community through their business. My next guest is Gaulien Smith. He's also known by many as G from G's Clippers. How are you, G?
I'm doing great, thanks. How about yourself, Andrea?
I'm doing well, and I certainly appreciate you being here. Your barbershop is located on King Drive and Garfield Avenue.
Yes.
For those who don't know, how long have you been cutting hair now here in Milwaukee?
Well, I've been a licensed barber for close to 30 years now. G's Clippers, 25 years. I just celebrated my 25-year anniversary during quarantine, June 1st, actually. Yeah,
Wow, congratulations.
So my celebration's been put on hold. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
So the celebration's been put on hold, but really you started getting the craft in order, or kind of like getting it tight, so to speak, when you were a young boy, right?
Yeah, I was 12 years old, actually. When I actually started cutting hair, I was 12. And, I grew up in a household with five brothers and one sister. So I had a lot of practice. I started cutting my own hair at 12. By the time I was 13, 14, I was cutting all my brother's hair. And, of course, any household with 6 boys in it, we got all the fellas in the neighborhood at our house all the time. So I had plenty practice.
Okay, so did that practice leave a couple of guys with a hairline that was questionable?
A couple of them, maybe.
It's inevitable, right? That's
I think
how
I got a decent track record, I think.
Well, you started out on Fond du Lac and Sherman, and now you have one of the largest Black-owned barbershops in the Midwest, which is pretty amazing. So for many years, you've been going beyond just cutting hair. You've allowed your shop to be used as a gathering place where people, men in particular, in the community are able to come and talk amongst each other about life experiences and challenges. And you most recently had a medical clinic put right inside of the barbershop, which is where you're sitting right now.
Where I am right now, yeah.
And that is pretty amazing. So let's first talk about you giving men in the community a space where they can talk outside of getting their haircut. You would have special events where they can come and talk about, just life as a Black man, right?
Yeah, I mean, Andrea, basically what I'm doing here at G's Clippers is really taking the barbershop back to how I envisioned barbershops to be, and have, through my studies, have saw how barbershops were back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, where we were truly the heartbeat of the community, where good news was shared, where politicians can speak to their constituents, where where you talk about health. Actually back in the 40s, we did bloodletting, where we were, pretty much the doctor as well as, the barber. So G's Clippers is that place where I feel where we are to do our part. And that's what I feel that we at G's Clippers are doing, just doing our part to heal the community, be that resource in the community, be that positive energy, leave the doors open for, community events, town hall meetings, and things of that nature. And this initiative that I'm sitting in right now is G's MKE Wellness Clinic, which is a partnership with Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. And here, we realized that men have a better relationship with their barber than they do with their doctor. So, and we found that the death toll is astronomical when it comes to hypertension, diabetes, and cancer, mainly prostate and colon cancer. And that's mainly because they're finding out they have it so late in the process. So we felt that we can kind of, shorten that curve by having that talk being done right here in the barbershop. Being able to check their blood pressure right here in the barbershop, their diabetes, their blood glucose levels. So we do a lot, give information on prostate and colon cancer, and actually we'll soon be doing prostate and colon cancer screenings. So I think it's just a better way that individuals can, capture that sooner than later.
Yeah, absolutely. And I
Yeah.
think we've had this conversation before. We both lost our fathers to colon
Yes.
cancer.
Colon
My
cancer. Yeah.
father was 64, and
Mine
how
was 62.
exactly. And
Yeah.
so you have these situations, like you said, where people learn about the importance of screening when it's too late, or if
Yeah.
they feel fine, men have a tendency to not go to a doctor because they feel fine. So I think
Exactly.
what you're doing is so extremely important in the sense that it takes away that stress factor of having to find a place to go see a doctor if they don't have coverage and all of those different things. Or while they're getting a haircut, they can also just kind of take a few steps and get a couple of things taken care of in that regard as well.
Exactly. I mean, it makes it easier to talk about health. It makes it easier for that individual to go ahead and just walk to the back of the shop where the clinic is, right there in the shop, and you know, talk to a real professional, a real medical professional. We have nurse practitioners or nurses on staff Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Of course, that's all put on hold because of COVID, you know, but soon we plan to open it back up. Actually, I have a meeting on tomorrow with Anthem to see exactly how we're going to, you know, reopen the clinic. But prior to COVID, my gosh, I was so impressed at the amount of guys that was taking advantage of the clinic being here. It's almost like they wanted to know, but, you know, they just kind of nervous about going to the doctor's office. You
Yeah.
know, although this looks like a doctor's office, just like a doctor's office,
But they're really at the barbershop, so that makes
you're
it
in the
feel better.
barbershop.
Yes, I love it. I do. And I think that you're
Yeah.
making a huge difference. And the clinic, as you said, you partnered with Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, and it's supported by Milwaukee's Health Department, the University of Wisconsin-Madison School of Medicine and Public Health, as well as a few others. And
Yeah.
you've got these nurses coming in from Aurora Healthcare, and if I'm correct, Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin as well.
Yes.
So it really is an example of the community coming together to make a difference when it comes to health.
Without a doubt. And, you know, Andrea, this is not just, you know, focus on health either. You know, like you mentioned, the other partners, we actually have MATC as a partner as well, which individuals can come to G's Clippers if they want to further their education. You know, we have a partnership with the Wisconsin, you know, so if you want to get your master's degree, your bachelor's degree, you know, you want to go for a trade, MATC is a partner. So what we'll do, we have what they call a wellness genius that's in G's Clippers at all the open hours of the clinic. So we have the medical professional in the clinic. We have the wellness genius out in the barbershop area, which we will send individuals to, clients to, or just individuals coming in off the street, because it's for everyone. And that wellness genius will direct that client to whatever resource that they come into G's Clippers for, whether it be housing, whether it be food securement, education. So it's a whole gamut.
You've covered it all. And
Yeah.
so if someone happens to just be in the vicinity and they are not necessarily a customer, would they too be able to just come in and take advantage of the things that's been offered?
Without a doubt. It's for the community at large. Yes.
Okay. So a couple of things that we got to cover before we run out of time. A lot of people may not know, but I've definitely heard this being talked about amongst my friends in the media. You're the leader of Boy Scout Troop 2. And so not only are you making a difference in the lives of the adult customers that are coming through there, you've got the little ones covered as well. So talk about this Boy Scout troop, how it got started, and the significance of the number 2.
All right. The Boy Scout troop got started with me and a couple of my friends that own businesses themselves. We just knew that something needed to be done, you know, in terms of creating some things to do, if you will, with for the youth of the city of Milwaukee. And the Boy Scouts, I was a Boy Scout as a kid, you know, it's a duplicatable system that has been proven to work. And hey, and you're exposing the youth to things that they wouldn't normally be exposed to in terms of camping, survival techniques, the merit badge program that goes on throughout scouting, which exposes the youth to all different type of career fields. And G's Clippers is the first barbershop in the country to charter a Boy Scout organization. And I wanted the number of the troop to mean something, because most Boy Scout troops, the number of the troop is the address of wherever the meetings are being held. Oh, okay. Not sure if you knew that. So I wanted to pay homage to a Milwaukee legend, a Milwaukee leader, and someone from Milwaukee that's been doing so much in the city and across the country. And by me being a diehard Bucks fan, I mean, what better person to pay homage than Junior Bridgman? So the number 2 comes from Junior Bridgman. So it took me a while to actually get that number cleared because, of course, you know, one would think, like, I'm sure it had to be a number 2 Boy Scout troop at some point in scouting in the city of Milwaukee, and it actually was, but it was dissolved many, many years ago. So I was able to get it and name my Boy Scout troop too. But I mean, I got some amazing leaders helping me along the way. Actually, I just recently appointed Bruce Words as he's a retired Milwaukee County Parks worker. He's the actual scout leader of the troop now, the head of the troop. Then I have Curtis. Curtis is a retired mail carrier. I have Vince, who's I mean, I have some amazing people. Mary Words, who is a retired MPS school teacher. So I have some amazing people, you know, that truly believe. And none of those adults have youth in the program, which speaks volumes to them wanting to just give back and try to, you know, help this community in any way they possibly can.
I think it's awesome, and you're providing a whole list of role models for these young people to look up to. And it doesn't surprise me that you kind of chose Junior Bridgman. Everybody knows that you have a distinctive barbershop with the Milwaukee Bucks floor. You've got from the Mecca.
Yes.
And you cut some of the Bucks players' hair, including, I think you're also cutting the president's hair as well.
Yeah, Peter Fagan, the vice president, Alex Lazary.
He's cutting everybody's hair.
I mean, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, it's been a great ride. But before I go any further, I must give Brandon Miller a shout out. Brandon Miller is my first Eagle Scout from G's Clippers Boy Scout Troop too, which is a major accomplishment. Only 4 Boy Scouts worldwide actually make it to that rank. So congratulations again.
Definitely worth mentioning. And G, It goes without saying, I really appreciate you coming by today, giving us an opportunity to better understand all that you have going on. Continued success to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Gaulien Smith is the owner of G's Clippers here in Milwaukee. His shop's located on King Drive and also houses a medical clinic for men and so much more. That's going to do it for today's show. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. As always, I thank you for watching, and I do hope you join us again next week as we take another look at our issues, Milwaukee. Have a great day.